Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Edge Hill. My name is Clive Edwards. I'm Chair of the Board of Governors and Pro-Chancellor at Edge Hill. It's now my great pleasure to declare that this ceremony for the conferment of degrees is now open.
Pro-Chancellor, Deputy Vice-Chancellor, colleagues, graduands, family and friends. My name is Helen O'Keefe and I am the Associate Dean in the Faculty of Education here at Edge Hill. Well, I bet this has felt like a long time coming. We couldn't be more delighted to be with you to celebrate properly today. Today is a momentous day for each of you here. We are marking the completion of your PGCE. One of the most rewarding, but also one of the most challenging professional qualifications you can gain, even in normal times. However, when in the middle of a global pandemic, this is an even more extraordinary achievement. I think it is safe to say that we all have unique perspectives on the last 18 months and have had very different experiences. But I would say that was particularly true for many of you here in this room today. Many of you have been working tirelessly as key and critical workers, keeping children and young people and adults safe, cared for and educated in a time of national crisis. As a result of this, you have been agile and flexible, will have developed finely honed digital skills, and have been ever more responsive to the needs of the learners in your classes. But most of all, you will have been empathetic, emotionally connected, and able to appreciate the challenges and life experiences facing those in your care. Your PGCE year, and for many of you, your first year as a newly qualified teacher, are not journeys you have been on alone. And I know there are family, friends, supporters, and my colleagues here in this room, across campus, and watching online, who are enormously proud of you, both for gaining this qualification, but also for what you have achieved already. They know the life stories and experiences you bring with you as you walk across here today. And you have proved that despite all the myriad of challenges life has thrown, there is absolutely no limit to what you can achieve. We in the Faculty of Education are proud of our heritage and history, which makes us the faculty and the university we strive to be. And we hope it has inspired you to be the teachers and educators you are today. Edge Hill College opened in Liverpool in 1885 as the first non-denominational teacher training college for women. And our focus has always been and continues to be social justice, challenge and change. And I think I can safely say that each and every one of you are the embodiment of that vision and those values. You are Edge Hill to the core. Reflecting on the last 18 months, one of the ways of navigating this, both in homes and in schools, has been through creativity. How many times have you been asked, what did you learn to do in lockdown? Everybody seems to have learned something. I didn't, unfortunately. From online choirs to pavement chalk games to making cakes, many people found joy in creativity in lockdown. There was a need to connect with each other and finding all kinds of creative ways to do it. Adults, young people, and children alike, in the midst of the pandemic and these restrictions, turned to artistic expressions such as reading, drawing, online exhibitions, music, film, and television, alongside cooking, decorating, or exercising to better understand or momentarily forget the challenges we were all facing as a world. For us in the Faculty of Education, this revisited something we know from research, that creative activities can play an important role in helping children and young people understand the world around them. During the last year, we have worked with Dot Art in Liverpool to support their annual schools art competition, a chance for children and young people to use art to express their experiences and feelings about life in and post-lockdown. The pictures displayed recently in the centre of Liverpool were both moving and inspiring, made from any materials they could get hold of, from cardboard and food packets to chalk and paper, and supported by their teachers, remotely in many cases, providing the space to process and reflect on the last 18 months. None of that would have been possible without the dedication of their school teams, who saw the importance of art in their overall well-being. Looking ahead to your role as teachers and educators as we emerge gradually from the pandemic, you will be a generation of teachers like no other. You will have huge demands on your time, and much will be expected of you, practically, emotionally, and logistically. But within all of that, you are in the position to bring those who might be on the margins to the centre, supporting those in your care to dream and to show them the art of the possible. But, for now, enjoy your day. You have waited long enough for it, and you more than deserve it. Many of you have been brilliant at keeping in touch over the last year. Keep doing that, please. We want to hear about your successes, and we want to celebrate with you wherever you are working in the world. Equally, let us know if there is anything we can do to help and support you. We are always here. You have built important relationships with the university and each other during your time here, and I hope these will strengthen and sustain you on the journey ahead. Huge congratulations on your amazing achievement, and enjoy the rest of the day. Thank you.
Deputy Vice-Chancellor, on behalf of Academic Board, I present students who are candidates for awards today. The following candidates are presented for the award of Postgraduate Certificate in Education with Qualified Teacher status in the subject specialisms of Secondary Computer Science and Information Technology, Ahmed Ali. David James Birch. Chloe Dewhurst. Matthew Allen Gibson Story. Aaron Keith Hartley. Christopher Michael Holmes. Oren Anthony Kenyon. Connor Alexander Landrigan. Ben Daniel Lippett. Aidan Axel McCabe. Dale Reeves. Secondary English. Holly Rebecca Alice Clifton. Roshni Devendra Kumar Dadakia. Julie Natalie Falconer O'Regan. Alexandra Ann Hood. Kate Elizabeth Leeming. Hawa Mahmood. Madiha Malik. Catherine Victoria Matthews. Sam Richard Mottram. Leah Ann Newell. Chloe Frances Ogden. Alan Parry. Shana Ugradar. Amy Melissa Wright. Secondary Geography, Thomas Andrew Briggs. Amy Carol Deleuze. Helen Donovan. Corby Lee Dowdall. Peter O'Toole. Hannah Williams. Secondary History, Peter Terence Bolster. Annette Dawn Clark. Alexander Simon Corcoran. Christian Patrick Corrin. Lydia Duffy. Lucy Angharad Griffiths. Helen Marie Guyver. Gareth David Kinner. Louis Edward Martin. Gareth Scott Wright.
Secondary Mathematics, Lauren Emily Catanach. Charlie Ann Daly. Kieran Sean Hegarty. Suhail Master. Megan Moore. Samuel Nathan Silcock. Samuel David Thompson. Sarah Marie Weir. Secondary Physical Education, Amy Louise Bennett. Eugene George Brown. Daniel Ian Roy Hamlin. Sophie Louise Heaton. Lydia Hilton. Jennifer Harriet Lynn Mallings. Daniel Thomas Nicholson. Rebecca Ann Rostron. Georgia Rose Simpson. Jake Oliver Speakman. Emily Rebecca Starr. Secondary Religious Education, Joseph Patrick Dwyer. Demi Marie McIntosh. Secondary Science Biology, Katerina Ann Fairhurst. Adam James Rhodes. Helen Marie Shaw. Olivia Courtney Wally. Postgraduate Certificate in Education, Further Education and Training, Beth Addison. Tasha Beverly Afrifa. Rabia Basri Ahmed. Francesca Eve Barnes. Rebecca Elise Bateman. Kieran Batul. Leah Jade Croft. Nina Maud Cronley. Benjamin Cross. Tanya Jane Emerson. Jawad Khan. Sophie Lindsay Kinnear. Jeffrey Law. Katie Louise Potter. Jane Robbins. Stephanie Louise Rock. Jane Diane Simpson. Laura Tootle. Lauren Wallace Dean. Metab Wasim. The following candidates are presented for the award of Professional Graduate Certificate in Education with Qualified Teacher status in the subject specialisms of Secondary English, Samuel David Asby. Secondary Physical Education, Jack Robert Davenport. Secondary Science Physics, Vatalinga Moharanajan. Professional Graduate Certificate in Education, Further Education and Training, Sky Alice Hope Rollinson. Postgraduate Certificate, Further Education and Training, Kaylee Margaret McArdle. Postgraduate Certificate in Education, Secondary History, Kieran Ashgar. Deputy Vice-Chancellor, that concludes the presentation of students.
all I've done at the moment is shake a lot of sweaty hands. No one has an award yet. So, some important words. By the authority vested in me as Deputy Vice-Chancellor of Edge Hill University, I hereby confer the Edge Hill University Awards for which you have been presented, and I congratulate you all. Wave those hats. Congratulations. Well, good afternoon, everyone. We wanted to give you all the opportunity to be here today, and I'm delighted that you've made it, so thank you. The world's changed, hasn't it? 2 years ago, if you walked into a shop or a bank and your face was covered, they probably thought you were about to raid the till and have you arrested. Now, if you haven't got one, well, we'll see how it goes. But whilst there may be aspects of the past 16 months we want to keep, overall, I'm quite keen for those changes not to be permanent. We want to re-establish and strengthen those bonds of human contact. And that's one of the reasons why, unlike virtually every other university in the United Kingdom, we very much wanted to celebrate what you have achieved in the most trying of circumstances by holding this graduation ceremony this afternoon. First of all, thank you for choosing to study at Edge Hill University, your university. The university is on a strong upward trajectory. Last year, we were shortlisted for the 5th time as the Times Higher University of the Year. 3 months ago, we were named as the Northern University of the Year by Educate. You surely can't have missed the banners as you came in. And during your time with us, we collected one of only 5 Global Teaching Excellence Awards, and we were the Times and Sunday Times University of the Year for student retention. Students study here, stay here, and today, you graduate here. We could not, we would not, have won those awards without you, so thank you. But my job, and that of my colleagues, is to ensure that the strengthening of your university continues year on year, so that proud today, you can be yet more proud over the next decade and beyond. And we are proud of you. For the first 6 or 7 months of your PGCE, your experience was a pretty traditional one, but boy did that change following the announcement of the first national lockdown on the 23rd of March 2020. Schools closed. Children were homeschooled, and whilst the university pivoted to fully online delivery overnight, you also had to make major changes to your learning. You had to adjust to online collaborate, Teams meetings, and time-limited assessments, and you did it brilliantly. But it's not just about your academic work. You will have grown and developed, made friends for life, taken opportunities you might not have dreamt of, and even more importantly, though, you must grasp the opportunities that lie ahead. I'm proud to work for a university that this week and last week graduated many teachers, educators, and health professionals who will all make a significant contribution to the communities and societies in which they work and live, just as you will. In terms of education, I've often been struck by a poem by an American scout leader called Forrest Whitcraft, which I think gives us a clue as to the impact that you will have both on individuals and those communities. And the poem is called Within My Power. It says, "I am not a very important man, as importance is commonly rated. I do not have great wealth, nor control a big business, nor occupy a position of great honor or authority. Yet I may someday mold destiny, for it is within my power to become the most important man within the life of a boy, and every boy is an atom bomb in human history." The poem ends, 100 years from now, it will not matter what my bank account was, the sort of house I lived in, or the kind of car I drove. But the world may be different because I was important in the life of a boy. The world may be different because I was important in the life of a boy or a girl. Well, in the careers that you will follow, you have the opportunity to be important in the life of hundreds of boys and girls. I can think of nothing more rewarding, more demanding, or having greater responsibility than the journey on which you set forth. You will change lives and create life chances, much as others have created chances for you. But I do not see graduation as the end of a journey. It's the start. In the US, they call it commencement, a beginning. It's an important staging post. But I hope for each and every one of you, it's a stepping stone. a stepping stone to successful careers, and equally importantly, happy, healthy, and fulfilling lives. Each and every one of you leaves with our thanks and our very best wishes for the future. But this is adieu and not goodbye. We will be here to support you. Our careers service will willingly help you, and our alumni association will invite you back. In time, you may come to us for further study, and we will be delighted if you do so. And in any event, I'm sure colleagues in your faculty will be happy to see your head pop around the office door from time to time. But first, enjoy today. You've earned it. You walked into this hall as graduands. You leave as graduates. It's a big step and you've made it. Memories of today and those letters behind your name will never leave you. Congratulations. Our thoughts, thanks, and best wishes go with you. Now, this is normally where I'd hand back to the Pro-Chancellor to close the ceremony. However, this is the last of 28 such graduation ceremonies the university has run over the past 2 weeks. And I'd just like to say a few thank yous, if that's okay. Graduation ceremonies, even in a non-pandemic world, are a significant challenge for the university and the various teams, the ceremonies team, the facilities team, and a whole host of other people. So imagine the challenges in trying to sort 28 ceremonies, double the amount we would normally run in a summer, and having them right on the cusp of the most recent changes by the government to its coronavirus advice. Indeed, as you're aware, the government put back opening the country by a full month, which meant we had to flip the ceremonies originally planned for the 12th of July to this week, the 26th of July. Otherwise, we'd have faced a whole host of issues in relation to the ongoing guidance. And it wasn't just this that presented a challenge. The material originally sourced to create your picnic boxes, which are over in the hub, which the Pro-Chancellor referred to, got stuck at Calais in customs, along with 12,000 small bottles of Prosecco, I assume they're still there, to go in those boxes. But worry not, our suppliers did source an alternative, Prosecco in a can. Cansecco, whoever knew such a thing existed? But we did get there. 28 ceremonies, over 22,000 attendees through this hall in the past 2 weeks, 10,000 picnic boxes made fresh every day, and a myriad of buggy rides, robes issued and collected, and photographs taken. The ceremonies have been tremendous, and the pictures on Instagram are lasting evidence of the difference each and every one of my colleagues have made to people's enjoyment and the celebration of their successes over the past 2 weeks. So to all of my colleagues in the ceremonies team, to Cavendish Brash for their opening, closing, and their entertainment, the ushers, facilities, grounds, catering, buggy driving, and others too many to mention, my thanks and those of my colleagues for an amazing job, both in the planning and execution of those plans in delivering the tremendous graduation experiences that individuals have felt and you will have over the last few weeks. And to celebrate for those individuals, there's a box of something upstairs in the green room once we finish the ceremony. So to those of my colleagues, enjoy your weekend. You've truly deserved it. And to you, or now graduates, enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you've enjoyed today's ceremony. Refreshments on Cansecos are available at the hub in the main building, back the way you came into this hall. Can I wish you a safe journey home? Stay safe. And now I declare that this congregation is closed.